This is Steve Turano with CBD Botanical Therapy. With the proliferation of CBD edibles and more importantly THC edibles, I thought I'd create an informational video to help people have a better understanding of THC edibles, especially since everybody's getting their recommendation going to a dispensary, or now you can order them online, and people actually sometimes make their own edibles. Now, this is not a marketing video for any type of THC products, so the Facebook police can calm down. Let me give you some facts about edibles that a lot of people may not know. When you eat marijuana, THC, or some type of edible, gummy, candy, brownie that contains THC, the amount of THC where psychoactivity begins is about 2 to 2.5 milligrams. So typically if you stay below that dose, or you have enough CBD in the product to negate the effects of THC, you won't feel any euphoria. But the euphoria starts at around 2 to 2.5 milligrams. The effects take 20 to 30 minutes to occur because, again, this is not like inhaling cannabis, which goes right into your bloodstream and you feel in about 45 seconds to a minute. It takes about 20 or 30 minutes for, again, the food to digest and for it to begin to get into your bloodstream. The full effects take 90 to 120 minutes, so an hour and a half to 2 hours before you feel the full effects of edible THC. Now the good part is that after the 2 hours, the time period that you will feel the euphoria from an edible is much longer than that of smoking or vaping. And this is because when you eat delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol, or delta-9 THC, all the same thing, it is converted to a second psychoactive at a rate of 50% when it goes through the liver. So this means if you eat 10 milligrams of THC, you're going to have about 5 milligrams of that THC get converted into this second psychoactive called 11-hydroxy delta-9 THC, and it is about 6 to 8 times more potent than THC alone. But then when you mix 11-hydroxy delta-9 with regular delta-9, you get a powerful combination. And this is why when people eat a brownie and they go, oh God, that's really good, I'm not feeling anything, I'll eat another one, and then I'll eat another one, they end up sort of having this horrible feeling. Their mind starts to race, they end up being paranoid, which is really nothing more than, again, their mind being very active, and then they get scared that they're going to overdose, which can occur with THC. And also, you have to be very careful when you're talking to people who are giving out advice. And this includes people at dispensaries when you get your recommendation, or your friend who's a big user, because the problem is these people don't have a clear perspective of the true medicinal aspects of THC or CBD. They are both very, very effective at pain relief as well as decreasing inflammation. But the problem is these people typically have high tolerances. So if somebody says, I take 25 milligrams of THC, or I take 40 milligrams of delta-8, oh, you should probably take about 15 or 10 milligrams of THC or delta-9. No, you shouldn't, okay? They've got tolerance, they metabolize it very well. You should not do that. You should start out low and go slow, which is different than CBD, where you start out high, see if it works, take a potent dose, and then titrate your dose down from there. THC is totally different. You start out low, you go slow, and you begin to increase the dosing to the point where you feel pain relief, you feel the euphoria, it helps you sleep, and then you wake up the next morning feeling refreshed. So these are some things you need to be aware of when it comes to using THC. And one last thing, it doesn't necessarily matter how big you are. I knew women who were 100 pounds, they could eat 100 milligrams of THC, which is like drinking, a 1.7 liter or 1.5 liters of Jack Daniels. That's how potent that dose is. It's crazy. So it doesn't necessarily correlate with body size. And as a matter of fact, it's been shown that sometimes women can handle more THC than men. Sorry, guys. But just a little bit of information if you're going to be jumping into the edibles, the THC edibles arena. Great way of using it, simple, easy. You don't have to worry about smoke, smell, this, that, but you do have to understand about dosing. Start with about 2.5 milligrams, work your way up to about 5 milligrams, and also take it, if you're using it for sleep, take it about 3 hours before you go to sleep. That way you can feel the effects, you can measure the dosing, you can feel what's occurring, and then you go, yeah, I got this. This is about how much I need, or I'm not feeling anything, I need a little bit more tomorrow night.